back to the channel, everybody. So today in this video I'll show you what I went to the Cincinnati Fishing Expo, or the National Fishing Expo in Cincinnati, at the Sharonville Civic Center. I did some filming there, so got to talk to a few people. You'll see that in that video, but this video is what I got, what I purchased there, and at the Fishing Expo. Alright, so first of all, I went to a particularly homemaker and was asking him kind of buzz baits he's got. One he uses on the river, and he said he uses these right here, buzz baits on the river. These are obviously handmade, hand painted baits. You know, just a nice little touch to them. I got a black and then of course like a crappie color. Okay. Then I proceeded to go on to another area, and I had to get skirts. You guys know I do a lot of jigs and stuff, so skirt material. Here you go, some blue green pumpkin. This is a watermelon blue interference. This one's a really cool color. This is called a Tennessee shad. I don't get it. It doesn't look like Tennessee shad, but close enough. PB&J, a lot of people's favorite, or in this case, it's a watermelon purple. And then the other is a black and blue, which can never go wrong with black and blue. So these are just your normal skirt material, but these here are patent pending round rubber. So this is a round rubber style of skirting material. So it'll be definitely, so it's called Spanks and Bass Spanker Jigs. I'll have to look up their information, but it's pretty awesome. Had a really good deal. They're actually out of Alabama. Especially all of you, for everybody down there in Alabama and the Gunnersville lovers. They're in Gunnersville. So then I stopped off at another place, and of course I am a huge slobber knocker fan. I love the fact that these catch fish, and have done very well on slobber knockers. So, and what is cool is they came out with the bladed jig kit slobber knocker. So this one's a 1/2 ounce with the stinger, the stinger trailer on the back. It's a combination. You see there, I paid $16.99 for that. Then while we're also talking about Barkley here, I went over to Hamilton Tackle Shop. That's here in Ohio. And I ended up getting a couple of new baits from Barkley, and these are, it's called the Finisher set. Well, this is a 7. I think they have like a 5 and a 9, but I figure 7 would be good. This is a 4-facing optimized bait. There you go. I am getting forward-facing sonar on my boat, so I will use these as appropriately. This is called Prime Time. I like the color to it. It's got the purple plus the pink. It's kind of underrated. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to fish. Never seen a fish before. But I also got another one. This is a perch color. You can't go wrong with perch. It's a bait fish and people. You know, we all know that bass and other species of fish actually eat this. So this is a Finisher 7 as well, perch color. And it's a 1/2 ounce, 2.75 inch sinking, obviously. But apparently this thing shimmies on the way down. I have to check it out, but that's my 2 finishers. Love those things. Love that from Berkeley. Okay. So, a couple other things I decided to dabble in. Core tackle. Core tackle, I use their hover rig or hover strawing, or anyway, their hook set up. They also come out with it's called the Tush, which is the ultimate swim bait hook. Okay, and this is a 4/4 ounce. And basically what you would do is you will fit it through like you would a jig head, but you will continue until this portion is the only thing sticking out. So there's a 1/4 ounce 4/0. This is a 4/0 hook, 3/8 ounce. And again, those are called the Tush. Then this is something that I really wanted to see, and actually I just saw a video from Sonar Fishing. It's called the Ozark rig. I'm going to pull one of these out. This is a 4/0 hook, 3/16 ounce. So I think the principle behind it, so it's called the Ozark. It's called the Ozark here. I'll see if we can put that. It's called the Ozark rig. And what it does is you'll feed it just like your normal, like it's all plastic, go up and then when you get it, you're going to hook it up to the front there. No. So you feed it like a Texas rig. This part and this part is obviously there. This will be toward the bottom, and the weight is actually transferred along that shank of that hook. What it does is it gives you a glide action. Kind of like those hover strawing, right? But what this one's going to do is almost like the flying lure. If you ever seen the flying lure back in the day, it would actually go and glide into where it needed to go. This is actually going to help that. This also makes it glide. So you can put creature baits on there, your favorite soft plastic. I imagine, I know that Sonar Fish, and he did a video on using this same exact setup with a worm, so which was cool. So then after all that, I went over and stopped over and talked to a guy. It's the American Tackle Company. There's their information, and they had several things for sale. This is called a speed crawl-ish, I imagine so. These are hand-poured. The body's a little thicker than the speed crawl, but that's what it'll give you. This will probably work really good on that Ozark rig. So anyway, the American Tackle Company. So there's like their speed crawl, and then also they have it's called this is called, I don't know, I think this is like the Mega Bass version. So this was actually called a Eureka Sunny Square Bill, 3 to 5 feet. This is something I got in a previous box. And you can see the way it's set up, the girth and everything to it, right? So that being said, this is also similar. This is what he did. This is the kid that painted them. He does his own paint. Paints the bills. Again, same concept. It's actually the same identical style body. Their website is www.theamtackco.com. And I'll put that in the description, obviously. But you can see the body style, right? And everything else to this Rika Outdoors called Sunny Square Bill. And again, it's okay because everybody does this, right? Here's the one that's painted. This is the one that's hand painted. Good for muddy water, murky water. See that? Same. I don't know. I think it's Mega Bass. Mega Bass has this style of bait, but anywho's, that's one of his handcrafted lures. Again, it's same, and I believe I think it's the Mega Bass it models after. So then they have other ones, and I was like, well, yes sir, may I have another? And I went ahead and did it. I got a nice, this is a slow sink 4.5 inch 2/3 ounce Contender Junior. This is the bone color. Obviously it looks like a nice, and then of course I had to get me some Hot Snakes goat toads, right? And then Havoc has some twin tail grubs. And then I had to get a Hyper Hunter to test it out, but this one here is the green gizzard. That's pretty cool. So 1 ounce bait. And then the Jabberjaw. Jabberjaw fishes kind of like the, the Metal Axis 2.0, but this is a Jabberjaw. Never fished with one. And then to round out, I end up getting the MR6 Sam Rayburn collar. So, well, that was all from the American tackle. Spanker Jigs. This is the guy who he's at Coleman. SpankerJigs.com. Take a look at those. That's the that's where I got the skirt material from. Winter Outdoors, he did his own. Pretty cool little lures and stuff that he built. I mean, you're gonna get that at these things. The buzz baits was from Mr. B Spinner Baits, Chris Peters in Mount Orb, Ohio. There's his information. If you're interested in those buzz baits, spinner baits, and everything else, because he's got some really cool things. He's even got one that looks like a buzz bait with a spinner bait. It's kind of cool, kind of neat. This one here is just the tackle shop I went to. Just kind of hung out, talked to them a little bit because they're from my home state of Indiana. So these guys were pretty cool. And then we had Hamilton Bait and Tackle. This is in Fairfield, Ohio. That's where I got the finisher at, and the core tackle from those guys. And then what I did was this is the last place I went to. His name is Folks Custom, Nick Folks. Right there's there's a big shout out right there's their information. Pause it if you want. Any of those, pause it and everything else. So what I ended up buying, was 2 items. Reaction Innovation. Clear Ice Vixen. So, always wanted to get a Vixen. People say, hey, get them, get them, get them. So they were only 20 bucks, so why not, right? I'll pay that for a Mega Bass 110. So we got a Vixen. Pretty cool color. It's translucent with a little bit of the ice on the top there, with a little bit of the chartreuse in the gill. So, Reaction Innovations Vixen. And the other purchase I made from Folks Baits is Spartacus 2 plus 7.2 gear ratio. This here is a reel, obviously. This is Cast King's Spartacus 2 reel. You got your dial indicator there. Obviously, no audible click on the your spool tensioner, but on your drag you can hear the audible click. Okay. Really nice little reel. Not too bad. Not too shabby, right? Can't be 40 bucks, right? To get these. So, nice little reel. I'm going to give it a shot. Put it on a couple of other things here. Compare this to the reel that I normally would throw from Fitzgerald Fishing. It's exactly like this, right? This here is the VDL10. So, as you can see here, similar in the style, right? Definitely the grips are the same style. The only difference is they engraved their logo. Fitzgerald did not engrave their logo. Does not have your tension right here. This one does. This one here you have to actually go into, you have to open it and get onto the side. We're going to put this to the test. This is a 6.5-to-1, by the way, from Fitzgerald Fishing VDL10. And this is the Cast King 7.2 gear ratio Spartacus 2 plus. So we're going to give this a shot this year just to kind of test it out and see what kind of, see what we can do with it. See if it helps at all. If not, so be it. So, like I said, this one here is, these are my babies. So, put them to the test. So that's all I got from the Cincinnati Fishing Expo, or the National Fishing Expo Cincinnati location. The Expo season's over. We're coming into Bassmaster Classic, Red Crest, and the MLF. Can't wait to see those guys and see how they do. I mean, it's just, fishing's right around the corner for us. Getting closer to completing my boat. it's just a drag sometimes, but one step closer is better than where I was at. So, but that's all I got for this video. Be sure to check out those guys. Make sure you pause the video, get that information. Go check all those guys out of the spinnerbaits and everything else. They got them on their links or got them on their page. Thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for swinging by as always. God bless. Tan Lines, we are out of here.